And we're back.
Ah.
So, you step through this door and you continue up towards the 3rd floor of the tower. As you approach the door at the top of this set of stairs, I'd like everybody to roll me perception checks.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
Maybe?
Possibly.
Okay. Vondal and Grim, as you approach this door, you pick up on the sounds of two people talking. One is a sort of a very soft, feminine voice, and the other one is the voice of an older-sounding male. They are both conversing in a very guttural tongue that none of you understand.
I guess I would sign to the others to stop, or at least. I don't know in what order we're going up, actually.
Do you want to decide that?
Well, clearly you first.
Sure.
Then probably Kelariis. Then probably me. Then the other two.
Three.
Wouldn't we want a tank
Okay,
on the
yeah,
back?
three. Well, I guess I normally hang at the back, but I think they're going to be coming up behind us. I guess
but
I'll go back. Tail and
Oh.
Charlie.
I guess I just sign to the others to stop, and whisper. I think I hear some people up ahead.
Yeah. Don't know what they're speaking though.
I guess I remember Arya spoke something different, so I will try and like beckon Arya up to me.
Okay.
Can I understand what they're saying?
Give me a stealth check.
Oh boy!
Oh boy, guys.
Everyone or just Arya?
Just Arya for now. Okay. Yeah, you stealth up to the door and listen in. It's not a language you understand, no.
Okay. I figured it was gonna be like demonic or something.
Probably infernal, but we don't know.
Quite possibly infernal, but you don't know. It is none of the languages you speak cumulatively, so.
Well, I guess I'll slowly try open the door and peek.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Well, I might as well just barge in, but you know. Oh well.
It's not terrible.
Okay,
That is
it is not terrible.
I think this is like a grim record.
You
Okay.
didn't like roll natural ones.
So, as you peer into this room, you see a number of individuals. The first thing you see is seated on a chair, tearing into what basically seems to be a like a haunch of raw meat, is a green, scaly-looking spined demon.
No.
Or
Good
devil,
stuff.
actually. Again, correct myself.
Yeah, you keep doing that. Apologies to any devils watching. Or demons, for that matter.
Might as well just say fiends in general.
Wow.
Uh,
Fiends is the type, yes. Yeah, so you see a spiny-looking fiend sitting at a table. You see a man in a set of wizard robes who is sitting at another desk in the corner, next to a like he's got a light cantrip hovering over the bench, and he appears to be working on something on the bench. And leaning lazily up against the back wall, by the balcony, smoking something, is a very lithe-looking woman with a pair of what looks like ram's horns coming out of her the sides of her head.
I guess I'm gonna try and identify, well, what they are.
What the?
Like the one is definitely a fiend.
Yeah, one you like looks like a fiend on appearance. The other one, like, yeah, she looks odd. You can't tell whether if she's a fiend or not without making a check.
I guess I'll make the check.
Yeah, you can make me an would be, I guess it would be religion, maybe religion or arcana. I'm willing to let you roll either religion or
they're
arcana.
both the same. So.
Okay.
Well, a 2 and a 1.
Wow.
Yep.
That is phenomenal. Even with Puck's blessing.
Even with advantage.
You know for sure that the guy, the thing sitting at the bench is definitely a fiend. The woman you're not sure about, like, she's too far away to notice. She's definitely not human. She's definitely not an elf. She might be like a some form of fey creature. You know, fey creatures have horns. She could be a fiend. You don't know.
Wow.
As for the man, he looks like a human. No idea.
I'll draw my weapons and like make sure the others see, like look at them.
Yeah, like you make an emphasis of like drawing your weapons.
Yeah. Guess I'll just slowly try and enter the room.
Okay, if you're slowly entering the room, everyone can have 15 feet of movement before anything happens.
Cool.
Alright.
What way would I? I guess I'll try to. Is this like a table?
There's a table there. You could move. You still have another 5 feet of movement because you could move diagonally past the table.
Oh yeah, of course.
Spread.
But then again, I'm a gnome. I'm slow.
Well, you technically have 25 feet. You would normally have 25 feet of movement. I'm basically giving you like roughly, like you can get like 15 feet into the room before somebody realizes that you're in the room.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't count before the door. Gotcha.
If you're in the back, maybe 10 feet because it would take you a while to get into the room. So I would say like maybe move a little bit back. For you, but...
We'll step one further that way then.
I'm
Where
gonna
the
stay
fuck am I
in the
gonna
door.
go?
Sword out.
Middle, I guess.
Or just
Guys.
stay in the doorway with me, maybe.
No.
Don't go
Too
out.
late.
Don't go in there. You're in the front. Oh,
Too late!
god damn it.
Okay, so you get a short distance into the room, and the woman finishes a drag on the cigarette or whatever it is that she's smoking, and sort of like holds it like lazily in sort of one hand and says, "Oh, sweeting, we have guests." At which point the human man looks up towards you and says, "Who are you? What are you doing in my workshop?"
I guess the real question is, why did you have a portal to the infernal plane?
He looks to the woman and then looks back to you and says, "I don't see why that's any of your business. You're in
Fucking
my
heroes.
tower."
Can I just say from the back, you're in the elven forest. I don't think they'd appreciate it.
They don't.
Out of character, I really want to refer to the the guys you encountered, but I don't know about it. So, if anyone wants to help out,
What guys?
well,
Oh, the thingies.
Didn't you?
Oh well,
meet
you
someone
yeah,
in
you
Zudar as
and
well?
Zudar encountered some on the way here as well.
oh, okay, we did encounter some.
Yes.
But that was just because the others got like specifically sent here by the wolf. Well,
Yeah.
but well, there's some fiends have been troubling this region, and well, it seems we found the source.
The woman just sort of rolls her eyes and just says, "Ah, I knew they'd be trouble." Sort of takes another drag on the cigarette and says, well, I guess we'll have to do something about that."
Well, we would just have like gone through the front door, but the glyph got accidentally dispelled. So,
Accidentally.
Accident.
Classic. Brian.
No.
Classic.
It wasn't dispelled by a grumpy dwarf who couldn't fit through a window.
Hmm.
No, it just happened to not be there.
Well, I think
I personally complain about how he's able to concentrate on so many spells.
you don't need to concentrate on Glyph of Warding. Glyph of Warding just needs replenishing every couple of days.
Anyway,
but what are you doing in this tower?
The wizard sort of like he stands up from his desk and like moves a couple of feet towards you and sort of says, "What I do in my tower, young man, is I perform my business. I'd thank you kindly to leave me to it."
Well, the issue here is you kind of made your business our business.
Yeah, opening a portal to another dimension and then that portal spawning like demons, not good.
Actually, now that I think about it, do I see any symbols of the Dread Legion?
In this room, not prominently displayed, no.
Okay, just making sure, because
Yeah.
that would be stupid otherwise.
Yeah, that would change your to your tactics, I feel. I think that, like at this point the woman sort of like finishes like dragging on her cigarette and just sort of like flicks the thing out onto the balcony. And just says, "I don't think these are going to go away, sweeting. I think we're just going to have to deal with them."
Well,
I
like,
hate this woman so much.
He turns to her and says, "Of course, my dear, of course." Turns back towards you, and he is basically going to sort of like he's going to. I guess he'd step back towards the bench, pick up his staff, and then turn towards you. And at that point, I'd like all of you to roll initiative.
As he does that, could I just say, please don't turn this into a fight?
Don't think that's gonna do anything.
You can. We'll see if that has any effect.
Look,
Oh, giggle romp.
might as well try, you know, like...
Yeah.
somehow I don't think these guys want to talk.
Yeah, I don't think they give a shit.
Look,
Oh,
you're
if they
hiding
don't
in the
wanna talk.
hallway. We didn't
Well,
come up.
Yeah, you're in the hallway,
Vondal.
Vondal.
Balls in the
Fuck me.
hallway.
Hey!
Look, if they don't want to talk, then we'll talk in a different way.
Oh,
Fine.
Yeah.
The heart of the enemy. We've come all this way just to stop the chance to pass up my balls in the hallway. Oh, that's the best blue.
Are you guys on a...
Full Metal
I
Alchemist
have-
bloopers.
I have no idea what Vondal is saying, or what Cam is saying.
What
so.
one that was
Full
funny.
Metal Alchemist bloopers.
Mm.
Oh man, have we missed an opportunity to say, let's look at the door.
Shit.
Oh dear.
I've
Have I
watched Full
started?
Metal Alchemist, but I do not remember all these things.
It's the bloopers. You have to watch the bloopers, mate.
The blooper reel is the best.
So that's so good.
It's really good.
This is ground control. Calling Major Tom.
Anyway,
yeah.
enough of
Look,
the
we're waiting
references.
for this combat to start. We've got to move.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm rolling. Oh wow, I didn't realize.
Cam, how do you roll so shit
My
every
one
Because
dream.
I have -1 dex.
My one dream is to say, I'm trying to save your life, asshole.
Yeah.
Trying to save your life.
Also, I'm sorry, Arya, but not all of us have the privilege of being able to roll initiative twice. So kindly go shove that bow up your buttock.
Wow.
not even up your ass.
No, just out of my butt.
Singular.
I'm sure during that first fight today, he wasn't too slow. Was he?
No, it wasn't super slow. No.
No, I still got a 7.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
Look, you rolled worse. You just had a better initiative score. You and your fancy +3 initiative.
Ho ho.
Okay.
Curse
Actually,
you all
it's
for having
+3
decent dex.
Point 16.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really loud for some
whatever.
reason.
Whatever.
Fine.
I'm sorry, I'll sit back here then on my -0.92.
Oh, there's so much salt today. I love it.
Okay.
That's because Little Miss Aya have the best initiative is marking me for having the worst initiative.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
And also, I'd rather go last because I have to heal your ass. Before you,
as
that I make the healing kind of pointless.
as the wizard turns back towards you guys, brandishing a staff, with a hand gesture from the woman, the demon springs forward.
The
Devil, the
devil.
fiend.
Not a demon.
And he would probably go for the closest.
I wonder if they saw me falling from the window earlier.
That's a good
Oh God.
You would have been 15 feet below the balcony, so
Yeah.
no.
No, they didn't. You didn't get into eye line because you were so
Where
far
was
from
the
the
anti-magic field, or is that even higher up?
No, that was this level. This is the balcony. There's a balcony out here. It's this thing. It's where the woman is leaning. She threw her cigarette butt like out of the thing.
Oh, it's just like in the balcony area then. That would have been bad if he just walked in.
Yeah.
No.
Oh wait,
Would've been
actually,
amazing.
No, it would have been terrible.
before he reaches you, actually, he uses an ability.
No.
Wow. Okay. He produces a like a small fireball in his hand and throws it at you, Grim. It impacts off the wall behind you and leaves like a small like smoking impact. But it doesn't hit you. He reaches you with his thing, and he swings at you with his tail, which you expertly block with your shield.
Hooray.
Arya.
Trying to figure out who would be better to do my magical girl thing on. I don't know who's more powerful. That's the problem.
Well, one of them looks like a wizard, and the other one you're not really sure what she is.
Okay, well, I'll just hold off. I'm gonna shoot the wizard.
Okay, you shoot at the wizard.
Pew. That sucks.
That does suck. He, like, seeing you draw the bow, sort of ducks to avoid the arrow. You can use your movement or your bonus action.
Mm.
Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Okay. The wizard.
Well, actually,
Yes.
I am gonna use my movement.
You are going to use your movement. Okay.
Good over there.
Yeah, definitely move away. And this is what I'm saying. Spread out, because there's a definitely one, possibly 2 spellcasters in this room that aren't friendly.
Both of them are in my range, though, so. Flag.
Yeah, he is going to begin to cast a spell.
Hello.
Make an Arcana check if you want to do something with it.
Well, I definitely want to know what it is. It's not great.
What is the DC on the actual counterspell? I can't remember.
I don't know either, because it's not an official thing.
I think there is an official thing now.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, right.
Because it's from it's the same as the house rule, but it's now actually a thing in Xanathar's, I believe.
Like for identifying spells, it's 15 plus the plus the what is it called, spell level.
Oh yeah, 15 plus the spell's level. Yeah, so no, that's not enough to know what it is.
It's flashback.
So what are you gonna do?
But before, you would at least like tell me what like what school it was from.
Only if you succeeded.
No, there were like varying degrees of success.
Yeah, sometimes you.
Oh yes, that is true. Yeah.
Sometimes you give a level and a school.
You know what? For this, I think I'm gonna say it's I'm gonna say like 10 plus spell level to know school, 15 plus spell level to know exact details. So it is a first level abjuration.
Fuck it, I'll spell it.
Okay, you can spell it. Cool. You can't hit a spell. He is then going to move 1, 2, 3 there. And I think that's everything he can do. Yes, it is everything he can do. Grim.
I guess I'm just gonna start off with some swings at this guy.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. So that's 1. I doubt it hits.
No, it does not.
2.
That does hit.
Nice.
I'd like you to give me an Arcana or Religion check as you hit him with this weapon. Okay. As your weapon connects with this guy, he seems to your weapon seems to strike him in a way that he doesn't quite expect, and he howls. You know from his reaction, and thanks to your blessing, he is resistant to mundane damage from non-silvered weapons.
Oh, it finally paid off.
Yeah!
All this time.
Nailed it. We faced
It's
werewolves
weird.
once, you got weapon silvered, and it hasn't paid off until this day.
And then as a bonus action, I'll shove him with my shield.
Oh yes, because you've got your shield master now. Cool. Well, how much does that let you? Because it's a strength save.
5 feet. But I can't remember if it's strength or... It's just a straight up strength roll, I believe, right? On my end.
I can't remember.
Well, I'll look in. I'll check afterwards.
Well, I think with shoving, you can either choose to push them back or knock them prone.
Yeah, you get a choice.
No. Like in this case, I only have the choice to shove them like 5 feet. It's a shield master thing.
Hang on. Okay, let's look for shield. See if shield master is in the. Oh, excuse me.
If you take an attack action, you can use your bonus action to try and shove the creature within 5 feet of you. Oh no, it's not shove. Oh no, just within 5.
Take the shove.
Actions in combat. Wait, it's not in there? No.
No.
I can't believe.
The struggle.
Okay, I am struggling to find it as well. It is 100% a thing. So
I'm gonna look as well.
Look, player's handbook. Here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
let's find this.
Actions in combat. Wait.
This battle is so riveting.
Oh, here, shoving a creature.
Yeah. Okay.
Using the attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away. Oh, so I can actually knock it prone then.
Yeah. I think it just lets you use it as a bonus action.
Yeah.
The target of your shove must be no more than one size larger. Well, that should be fine. I make a athletics check contested by its athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. So add your athletics proficiency to whatever that dice roll is.
That is.
If you're proficient in it, that is.
I am proficient.
So that would be +3, so that'd be 11. So it's got to make a. Okay, it fails. What do you want to do?
I'll knock it prone.
Okay, it's now prone. So you slice the legs out from under it with your
fine.
shield.
And I'll kind of I'm imagining I just kind of push it to the side and run to the other side of it.
Yep. That would be within your abilities.
Yes. I think we managed my turn.
Nice.
We did it!
Hey, it was a very creative
been a
turn,
while.
and now we know how to do it.
I mean,
Yep,
fighters
good.
just get so many fucking, like...
That's not even a fighter thing, that's just a feat.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
me.
No,
Shield master.
and
It's a
shoving is like a basic maneuver.
Yeah.
basically,
The woman runs
basic
to
in
behind the
combat.
table and takes cover.
Hmm.
And she is going to take the dodge action. She is also going to yell to the wizard, "Don't just stand there, do something."
He tried, but we didn't let him.
Ferrous.
Just want to check. Nope, that's too far.
I
so
just hear a
I'm going-
car horn in the background.
Yeah, sorry, that was probably me. That was probably on my end. I'm going to come here and swing at it because it's on the
Okay.
ground.
You have advantage because it's prone.
Yes. Thank God.
That's a hit.
Ooh.
Is it? Nah, fuck it. I would have done it anyway. I'm gonna smite it at first level.
It is a fiend, yes.
Yes. I was gonna say, is it unfair to think that she would know that it's a fiend, but I realized she'd smite it anyway, so it didn't really make a difference.
I mean, it's
Doesn't
it's
matter.
covered in scales and spines and definitely doesn't look human, so it's... I mean, it would be a pretty good guess.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I did that. And I will take my second swing.
So that's 22.
Yeah, you know what, fuck it. I'll smite that one too. Why not,
Okay,
right?
cool. Yeah.
Just smite and
Yeah.
all.
Go for it. Just
all-
smite all day. It's fine.
You really have to
Oh,
turn
wow,
into,
okay.
into the DPS.
All day,
Uh,
every day, smiting.
Every day.
Oh, I forgot to say one thing on my turn. Try keep the human alive.
The wizard?
The wizard.
Got you.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, Grim says that. Lyra.
Rah.
Okay.
Rah.
All piling on this devil.
It seems like a bad idea, but okay.
I know.
Whatever.
Seems like a very bad idea.
Yeah, that's a hit. It's already prone, so doesn't roll. Oh wait, no, that would be actually only 5 because mundane. Your beast is not magical yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a level 15 talent that makes Lyra's attacks magic.
That's
Oh
amazing.
man, that's fucking
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
B.
Yeet.
Well, I was gonna Storm Sphere, but apparently you want this guy alive, so... I'm actually gonna entangle him, or like try to.
Okay, we can try and entangle him. What is the radius on entangle?
It's like just like a 10-foot square, isn't it?
It's a 10-foot
20-foot square.
20-foot square. So are you centering it on him, pretty much? That's a circle.
Yeah.
Like there?
Haven't we made entangle smaller usually? I feel like it used to be a lot smaller, but I guess yeah.
If it's always been a 20-foot square, it's always been a 20-foot square.
I feel like we only made it a 10-foot square. I don't know.
No, it was a way bigger fight.
I mean, this is quite a big room. This is like a 14-foot, 14-tile room.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's fine.
Is that where you want it?
DC. Yeah.
Okay.
To look at my DC, hold on. It's actually DC 15? Or has it gone? No, it's DC 15 because it's my wisdom.
Yes, it's based on your wisdom because it's a racial, not a sorcerer.
Huzzah.
Wait, is it still DC 15 or has that leveled up since I got more stuff? Surely it's 8 plus
It'll
my
be wisdom.
8 plus prof
8
plus
wisdom.
mod.
Yeah. 8 plus wiz plus prof.
Okay, then it's 15.
Yeah.
Huzzah. We got there in the end.
It's gonna get higher next level, I think.
Well, 15
So he needs to make a strength save?
Yee.
Yee.
He fails.
Lol. Get entangled.
He is... I can't remember what that prevents. That just prevents him from moving, doesn't it?
A creature restrained by the plant can use action to make...
It's restrained. I just wonder if it prevents him from casting spells.
I was kind of hoping it would.
No, it doesn't. It gives
Oh,
it reduces its speed to 0. His attack rolls against it have advantage, and it has disadvantage on its attack rolls, and disadvantage on dex saves as well.
Well, at least Arya can like have advantage on all of her stuff now.
Yeah.
Which will be
Me and
nice.
I can wail on him.
You have to get to him too.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I don't have to get to him.
Vondal.
I don't have to go anywhere.
I have ranged capabilities.
That doesn't deal any damage, does it?
Tangle? No.
No. That's fine. Just need to check.
No one's taking damage. Yeah, I probably will do this. Honestly, yeah, I'm just gonna guiding bolt him.
Okay.
Just first level.
Hide behind the wall, just go
I would-
pew!
Yeah, I'm using the wall as cover.
Okay. You completely ignore what Grim said about keeping him alive and blast him with radiant
Look, I'm
energy.
assuming he can take a spell to the face.
Remember what happened the last time you assumed that somebody could take something?
Fair point.
You
Oh, well,
killed a
it's too late
small
now.
child.
Well, to be
Oh,
fair,
yeah.
shut up.
You hit.
To be fair,
Okay.
shut up.
Okay.
Good
To be
argument.
fair,
He needs to make a saving throw. And I can't remember what the saving throw is against.
take 11 damage to the face.
Wisdom. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, he critically passes his wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Ooh. He
Uh,
tells me he's a charmed wizard.
yeah, he seems to he seems to have like a momentary moment of like
a momentary moment.
Shut up.
Look, someone had to say it.
He suddenly becomes aware of his surroundings, attempts to sort of like move but is entangled.
Lol.
And he's like, what's going on? Help! Don't kill me!
Oh no.
And help us kill her.
The demon spends 15 feet of its movement to stand up. Isn't very happy about being surrounded and is just going to lash out at everything around it. One at Grim, one at Kelariis, one at Sarah.
I'm glad I didn't dogpile it.
I accidentally rolled that 3 times. Oh wow, okay, so... doesn't hit Grim. Does hit Kelariis for 9 piercing. As it, finds a small gap in your armor with its claws. It lashes out with its tail at Lyra, and I don't think a 12 hits Lyra. I think Lyra is 15.
Nope.
Yeah.
Lyra is 16.
Lyra is 16. Oh yes, because your thing
no.
went up this level.
She's beefy.
She's beefy.
Okay, yeah, he lashes out at everything around him. Arya.
She is. I'm gonna shoot this chick.
Okay. She has cover bonus. That is not enough with her cover bonus.
Oh, man. And then Lyra's gonna attack the thing again.
Yeah, use the bonus thing.
has pack
you
tactics?
you have pack tactics, so that's a hit.
Climb to the floor.
Yeah, he's gonna make a strength save. Fortunately, oh wow, he managed to fail that with a +6 to his strength save.
Oh,
Suck.
So no sooner does he get back up, he is dragged down again by Lyra.
Lyra's like, nope.
The wizard.
Come on, wizard.
Come on, buddy.
He again is going to cast a spell. The same spell that he tried to cast last time. So he casts Mage Armor.
Thought so.
Thought it might be.
And his armor class becomes 15.
Magic.
And I think that's everything he can do this turn.
Pretty much.
Yes, it is one action. He can't even attempt to escape the grapple. Grim.
Does it get an attack of opportunity if it's on the floor?
Yes, but it's made with disadvantage.
I'll take the risk.
Classic
Right.
Cool. It tries to claw you as you run. It fails.
And I'll
Good.
try and swing once at the horned one.
Okay. Whoosh.
Come on.
Nope.
And
shit.
I'll swing twice. Nope.
She ducks, and the mace, the Morningstar hits the table and then the floor.
Well, I guess then there's just the shield left. Come on.
Okay. Try to bash her. She's gonna try and save against that. Good. No. Okay.
Wait,
You punch her with the edge of the shield, and she goes sprawling.
Wow, wrecked.
Sweet.
just knock her down.
Yeah.
We're gonna do
She spends 15 feet of her movement to stand back up again. Sort of like rolls her jaw, like rubs her jaw, like, I can't believe you just hit me.
I can't believe you're
that.
She says to you, seeing as that oath was no use, let's try you instead.
Oh,
Oh no.
Wisdom saving throw,
God.
please.
Yes. My
Is there no way
finest
we
of
can
qual-
counterspell?
Oh,
Yes!
Oh my
Yes!
god.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
What a 19. What an
What have you
amazing
done to
19.
Grim?
She reaches out into your mind, but you are just like, no.
Oh.
Nope.
Today.
Peacock.
Not this time.
I've seen the better ass before.
Wow.
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 That is very true.
Okay.
What?
Kelariis.
He's still on the floor, so I'll just
He's still on the floor.
swing at him.
Wail on him. Just wail on him.
Yeah, wail on him.
Okay, it's a hit.
So.
I feel kind of bad for shooting the wizard now.
It's
You
fine.
didn't hit him.
Bad for tangling
You
him.
think you missed him, didn't you?
Yeah, you missed him.
Oh, good. I don't feel so bad anymore. I don't feel bad at all, actually.
Ooh.
Ari's like, that was
That's still a hit.
intentional. I never
I will-
intended to hit him anyway.
I will
It was
smite
just
on
to
the
scare him out of it.
second one at second level. 'cause
Okay.
I don't like this, and I'm worried about that.
Okay. Yeah. You bring down a smite on this creature, and with again just like a bubbling cloud of sulfur just like bursts forth from this creature, and it disappears.
Yay!
Oh, yay! I'm gonna move this way to kind of get in that. Maybe not that far. Yeah. Just so I can kind of start moving.
Lyra?
She is going to do a thing. Bork. I don't know if
Bork
she can actually do
indeed.
that much.
Bork.
Well, she can get there, actually.
Give me an athletics check just to navigate like the table leg and the chair.
Natural one.
Oh, fuck. It's not great, is it?
It hasn't rolled for me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't see it.
Yeah, we can't
I got
see
a
it.
5.
You got a
Oh.
5.
Oh, Lyra.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm gonna say the thing counts as difficult terrain, and you can only move 35.
Oh, man. Okay. Hi, Grim.
Oh.
Okay. B.
We should probably focus on the Inzagnal.
It's concentration, is it?
It is concentration.
Okay. Cool.
Can
Yeah,
Lyra
you
not
can.
dash?
Yeah, Lyra can dash. Yes.
Sorry, just in case you really wanted her to get wherever she was trying to go.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you break concentration.
Sorry, Mr. Wizard. Also, shouldn't we be trying to keep the lady alive as well? She's pulling the strings here.
Perhaps.
Well, if we keep the wizard alive, he can tell us what happened, I guess. But I don't know. It's up to
Well,
you guys.
He might not. He might not remember it.
He might not remember it.
Alright, well. I guess it's just magic missile time.
Okay.
Non-lethal magic missile, right?
No, it doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. It's not a thing.
You're not.
Been doing it wrong all this time. Takes 13 damage. Vondal.
Cool.
Those still like just comes out the whole way.
Yeah. Look, the last thing I
Forgot
wanted
yours
was
was
that
back.
wizard
You-
to pull off an AoE and then just have everyone die. So
He
I
was taking
hiding
cover
where
in
I
the
wouldn't
corridor.
die. Yeah, I was hiding just in case you all got AoE'd and I could heal you all.
We
But
didn't.
now I don't need to do
so-
that. Let's see, what can I do?
Fortunately, Counterspell is really good, because this guy does actually have some AoEs.
Mm.
I mean, admittedly, he only tried to cast Mage
You know
Armor
what,
before
I'm
you
gonna
broke
bring
concentration.
back. I'm gonna bring back an old favourite.
Is it
Um,
spiritual weapon?
Yeah, I want spiritual weapon. Hang on.
Spiritual
Nice.
weapon. I
draw a
accidentally
shape.
changed the sensitivity on my mouse.
Spiritual
No,
weapon.
no.
You don't need to draw a thing. We have a thing, remember?
Yeah, but I'm telling you where I want it. There you go. Put it there, right behind it.
Yeah. There you go. Right, delete your silly square.
Delete
Oh,
your
hang on, I'm drawing more city.
Count,
Just
no.
Squares!
Count, no.
all the
Now you just deleted the spiritual weapon.
Look, I'm sorry.
This is going so well.
There we go. Right. Spiritual weapon. Yeah, that's definitely within 60 feet. Do your thing.
Okay.
Nice.
Non-lethal spiritual weapon, because it's
The
technically a
spiritual weapons, can they be non-lethal?
Is it a melee spell attack?
melee. I believe so. Let me check.
The cogwheel will tell you.
Yeah,
Just rolled.
make a melee spell attack.
Yeah, it's a melee spell attack, so it is. Thanks to that quiz, we know that a melee spell attack can be non-lethal.
Huzzah! Magical damage.
Which to me doesn't make a huge amount of sense, but fine. Because somehow Green Flameblade can be non-lethal, despite being a literal flaming sword!
Yeah, well look, I've just done 9 potentially non-lethal force damage.
Yeah.
Fuck you, magic missile.
Arya.
Non-lethal force.
Yeah, the ruling on non-lethal damage, which I am now sticking to, is also a little bit nonsense.
Yeah, a lot of the rules are nonsense sometimes.
I guess it's kind of works both ways. Sometimes it makes sense, but due to the ruling, other situations make less sense.
I'm gonna try to shoot her again.
Okay. Yeah, she's not going to get the cover bonus from that angle.
Non-lethal as well, just in case.
Can't
I don't think it's gonna
can't do
happen.
non-lethal
Non-lethal
ranged.
Ah, well.
Can only do non-lethal melee.
Okay, well, that's happening.
Okay, yeah, you shoot her in the shoulder.
And then
I don't think she's
Lyra can't
resistant.
move, right?
Oh no, she is. She is resistant to non. Oh no, that's a magical weapon. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's a magical weapon.
Yeah.
I'm a magical weapon here.
Oh.
Yeah, Lyra can't move. You should have moved Lyra, and then she would have got the attack.
Oh well.
But no, it was a silver.
We learned.
The wizard. What does the wizard do? I think the wizard casts Hold Person.
Is she a person?
Well, he doesn't know the answer to that. That's the thing. I just closed the character sheet.
God, some wizard.
But I think it only
Shit
requires a
wizard.
humanoid, so it should be
Yeah.
fine.
She might not be
Hoping
humanoid.
she's a humanoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
There are plenty of things that look humanoid that aren't actually humanoids.
Oh, actually, yeah. Technically, he would get a.
You know, human
He would get an
humans.
intelligence check. He fails an intelligence check.
Yeah.
So yeah, he
Fucking
can't.
wizard.
He casts Hold Person, and it has no effect.
Oh.
Surprise!
Yeah.
So she's not a humanoid.
God, some wizard he is.
Grim.
Well,
You're a shit
now
wizard.
that I've
Harry.
like slightly more experience, I want to try and determine more about this enemy.
Yeah.
What should I roll?
Again, religion or arcana.
Oh, actually,
Because of your benefit. As you analyze this creature, you watch the spell bounce off. You have a momentary revelation as almost like a memory of Puck comes into your head, even though he never said this to you. And he basically tells you about the succubus.
Wait, she's a
Oh.
succubus?
Oh my
Yes.
god.
I thought as much.
Succubi.
Oh no.
I thought it was.
Yes.
That's why she tried to charm you, and why she clearly had him charmed, and was calling him sweetheart.
Fucking succubi.
Yeah.
Is this an action, bonus action?
I believe making a check is.
An action?
I can't remember because I always do it as a free action because you can only ever do it once.
Guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had checks be an action.
Yeah, because I think the game wants them to be an action, but I don't think it should be because I think you can fight and remember something at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's like
okay.
how identifying a spell should be a reaction, and it's like, then how the fuck do you counterspell?
Hmm.
Well, I guess.
But to be fair, you do get a free check as part of counterspell.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I disagree with the ruling that checking to see
Well-
what something is should be an action.
Then I'll just.
You miss, she dodges. You do hit with the second one though.
Okay. One.
Your silvering does not help.
Well,
And it's back to being useless again.
Oh.
look, I spent 100 gold and it got used once so far. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm
100 gold, well spent.
Okay.
And then of course the knockdown.
Oh yeah, you're going for the knockdown again. Okay, so
Yes.
cool. So she goes prone, I think. 'Cause I don't think she can save against that. No, she
Can't
can't.
roll that high.
She can't roll that high because she has a negative modifier.
Oh, I see.
And
Oh.
I'll just shout out, it's a succubus, guys.
Yeah.
She
Get her
falls
down.
down, but she stands back up again with 15 feet of movement. She is going to. I need to check something about the border ethereal.
Oh
What?
no.
Something bad.
Uh,
He needs to check something about bad shit. Yeah.
actually just look up the succubus entry.
Grim mentioned she's a succubus, and Kelariis has bad flashbacks.
Yeah.
Remember that one time that a succubus like kissed you and you
Oh, is
lost
he
like, all your
mentioning
health?
it?
It was really bad.
Oh, as Grim mentioned, it's a succubus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Okay.
shouted
called
out.
it out.
Okay, cool.
I felt like that was the good thing to do.
Do we?
Yeah.
We
Relevant
haven't decided.
information.
Do we want to keep her alive, right?
Maybe
I
since
think
he
we
said
have.
it's a succubus, we just suddenly decide to kill it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
somebody yelled out to keep her alive, so.
None of you have the ability to see into the border ethereal, do you?
No.
Probably not.
I don't even know what that is.
It is a
Ethereal plane,
plane of
basically.
existence. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no.
the ethereal plane.
Yeah, the ethereal plane. In that case, I'm doing completely the wrong buttons. She disappears temporarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, she winks
that's
out of
not bad.
existence. Make me an Arcana check to see if you can work out what's happened.
All of us?
Wow, that's really bad.
Mm. Same.
That Arcana.
I don't have advantage, do I?
No. Grim
Oh,
does, however.
Yeah.
Oh, are we all making Arcana
You
checks?
can all make Arcana checks, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're making Arcana checks to look out the
Arcana.
succubus.
Arcana.
Okay, so only Grim knows this, which makes perfect sense. You know that...
I had the same as him!
No, you didn't, because he got a
You have
22.
advantage.
He has
Yeah,
advantage.
5 advantage.
Oh, okay.
Yes. He has advantage to know things about fiends.
I'm knowledgeable. Woohoo!
I know things!
Yeah, so you know that some demons can enter the ethereal plane.
Demons
You-
or fiends? / devils.
Some fiends can enter the ethereal plane from the material plane. You know she will have to come out of it at some point.
This is the material plane, though.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, this isn't the material plane. This is the Feywild. Since you go from the Feywild to the ethereal plane.
Loopholes.
I mean, in...
Yeah.
Huh.
Didn't think about that one, did
Don't-
No,
say
okay,
the
in
plane is the
theory,
material plane.
that doesn't work. So actually, she
Yeah.
can't do that. So she will do
Yeah.
something different instead, because she would know that.
This is the place of positiveness. She can't do her negative.
Well, it's more that the ethereal plane borders the material, but not the others.
Right.
So yeah, fuck off.
So she
You're not
actually
banishing
can't do that.
Sorry,
Nice
Rob.
No, you are completely correct.
Cock
I just
off.
had a moment like. This is
Uh,
the material plane.
This is the Feywilds.
So
I unknow a thing now.
Well, actually, no. Technically, you would still know that because it would have been part of what Puck told you. So,
I guess that's true.
I guess her reaction would be she's got half. She spent 15 feet of her movement, so I guess she would. She would dash because she doesn't actually. She doesn't care about the attack of opportunity, so she's going to dash. So you, the spiritual weapons do not get attack of opportunity, but Grim
No.
does.
That's sad. I
Okay.
think they should.
It's because they're spell attacks,
Oh.
not weapons.
Nice.
Okay,
Sad.
give me some damage. Okay, so she takes some damage. She moves 5, 10, 15 feet. And then dashes 5, 10, 15. Athletics check. Wow, okay, so actually she only manages to get on top of the balcony. Kelariis.
She wants to fuck up.
She's gone very far, and
Take
I'm
her
not
down.
pleased with this. I
you-
can't.
Can you not
I
Misty
can't
Step?
go that fast.
Can you not Misty
Oh, I just realised actually, I'm gonna.
heard you were
I
trying
forgot to.
to-
Because you were unattuned to your thing by the anti magic field, V.
Mm-hmm.
We forgot to mention about reattuning to it, but I assume during the short rest you reattuned to your stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
We retcon a lot of stuff that we forget.
I mean, it's not retcon, it's just I forgot to give her the opportunity, so I'm just assuming.
You know, it's just something that makes sense.
Oh jeez, I only just
Gonna-
realised the time.
Yes. Yeah, that's why I'm
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
get this over and done
Oh
with.
shit.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
Didn't
Misty
realize.
step there and run up to her then.
Okay.
Yeah, this one.
The moment the moment you pass this tile,
Oh god, no, the fucking oh.
you lose attunement to your weapons.
Oh shit.
Oh no, the holy sword!
Can I still use? I can still use them, right?
You can still use it. It still counts as a +1 sword, but you gain none of the other benefits. Oh, actually, no. It does it count as a +1 sword? I don't think it counts as a +1 sword. I think it just counts as a regular sword.
Oh boy. Okay,
Yeah.
well. Does that mean I can't use smite out here either?
You cannot smite because it is a requires you to have a magic thing.
Shit. Well, fuck it, I'm still gonna hit her. Because... Oh, can I drag her back in?
You can try.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, drag her in. Grab her.
What
was
do I need
thinking
to...
about
You'd make me a grapple. So I need to check grapple.
Is that athletics?
It's contested checks, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Athletics versus
Uh,
athletics.
Yeah, I think it is just contested rolls. Because the thing I always forget is if you have to make an attack roll or not, which I don't think you do. I think you just have to make a contested athletics.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I still have like the page basically open.
If you can double check that for us, that would be great.
Grappling.
Make an athletics check while he does that, Kelariis.
Okay.
You're going to need to make one anyway.
Fuck me!
Okay.
I hate you.
Ah.
I'm just gonna leave. Goodbye, guys.
Never mind.
Funnily enough, she can still fail this.
It's a
She does
natural-
not, though.
Oh,
I was
Damn
gonna
it.
say it's a natural one, so that's an automatic
that's
fail,
pretty
isn't
bad.
it's
No, because it's still technically contested.
it? So she could have rolled the natural one.
If she'd have rolled a natural 1, she would have failed because her natural 1 is lower than Kelariis's.
Yeah.
Believe this happens far more often than it should with athletics checks, and I'm
Okay,
very
so
upset.
you make it to the ledge, you go to grab her, but she just as she gets onto the thing, she moves forward and you grab at her and miss.
You're just afraid of her kissing her again. Just have a moment of hesitation.
I have such
Lyra.
bad experiences. It's fine.
Gosh. I don't know if Lyra can do that.
I think I can reach. Although potentially she could dash over there and then attack on your turn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she can do.
I'll do that then.
Okay. She dashes over. You can no longer sense Lyra's feelings.
Oh
Anti-magic.
no!
What magical connection?
I mean, it's not like it's suddenly not there. It's just if you were to attempt to, you can't.
Right.
V.
I don't know if the magic field stops basically here, right?
No. You know that there is a magical field near this thing, but you don't know where it goes.
Fuck it, I'm gonna try to magic missile her.
Okay. You cast magic missile, nothing happens. It flies towards the anti-magic field and dissipates.
No. I imagine the moment it gets here, they just fucking dissipate.
Yep, they just go. Foop.
Aww. Okay, then I guess I run towards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go.
Okay.
That's my turn, guys. I
Uh,
guess I tell the others then that
yeah, you tell them about the anti-magic field. Vondal.
Well, we all just saw that.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Okay, this is a drop weapons moment. Drop weapons, pull the crossbow.
Okay, pulls
Oh,
the
I
crossbow.
Let's take a pot shot at her. Probably gonna miss.
That is a hit.
Oh, nice. Nice.
just thought about the fucking bitch.
Yeah,
This bitch
5
and-
damage.
It's not quite because it's not magical. It's not magical, rather.
2 damage.
Oh, sweet.
Cool.
Gotta love when you do 2 damage.
Arya.
Goodness gracious. I'm gonna move here,
Yeah.
Shoot.
and I need to look at something. Oh, brilliant rays of morning's light seek out my entity and ensure their destruction.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought you just straight up walk in front of me.
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then I get, I believe it's 2d6.
Except the moment the arrow enters the anti-magic field, the light
fuck.
is stripped away from it and it becomes normal again.
That's bullshit. This is a god weapon.
Still affected by anti-magic.
Yeah,
Whatever.
It's still magic. It's just
Uh,
God's magic.
Okay, the wizard...
Wait.
Okay,
Nom, nom.
okay.
She has
Don't go
advantage.
gadget Lyra.
Yeah.
That does hit.
Quick, strength
13.
Did
save.
she pull her down?
That's a good question.
Isn't that super dangerous on the edge of a balcony?
Oh,
She's
she
already
passes,
at the
but
jump.
only just.
Oh,
God.
And attempts to jump up and grab her back. The wizard runs to the table by his desk.
And turns off the anti-magic field, I hope.
He says... what? I don't even know what the magic word for this is. I have magic words for, like, all of these things. Impalo. And the anti-magic field... what? I guess... Give me an Arcana check, because... Actually, no, because he would just say, the anti-magic field is now off.
Oh, finally. Jesus Christ.
So,
I feel like
it's
it's
a
a tad
shame
too
all the
late.
spellcasters have
Yeah.
already done something.
Grim. Last chance.
Oh, I really wish I'd chosen other options now for my. Oh, I know what I can do. There's no more magic field, but there is a Kelariis.
Oh god, yeah.
Ah!
There
The
is
old
a
battle master
collage.
goodness.
How
Fire!
about? Oh, and max bonus damage as well.
Okay.
Kelariis, now!
Go, go,
Do
go.
I roll? Does freedom have the +1 even now that the field's gone?
No, because you're still not
No.
attuned to it.
It's just a regular sword.
It's now just a regular sword, yes.
Okay. Hey, fuck
That's
you!
a crit, though.
Fuck you, buddy.
Oh wait,
Kelariis execute something with a crit incoming.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, I want to
Probably
smite. I want to smite.
You can't.
No.
Oh, no, you can. Sorry, no, because the anti-magic field is
Okay.
back off, yes.
Oh, that
Well, don't bother, because with the additional damage from Grim's thing, basically the succubus produces her wings as the anti-magic field fades, because she can actually do that. And just as she's about to jump off the thing, Kelariis like drives the now inert freedom through her breastbone,
Damn.
and she is impaled by the sword.
Hey.
That was a good call out for him, honestly.
Oh,
That was good,
so
yeah. Okay. And with that, we will drop out of initiative.
Huzzah. Whew. Can we also wrap up?
Yes, we can.
Huzzah.
So, what do you say?
that was a fight.
Oh, Kelariis, you still have a succubus impaled on the edge of this sword. She, unlike the other demons, does not disappear.
You just have a dead body.
The question is, do you want to let it go forward or backwards?
I mean, do
Backward.
we want her body?
Yeah, do you bring it back onto the balcony or just drop it off the edge?
Keep
Do
the body
any of
here
you
for
want her body?
I think
I
we
kind
want
of
to
want to
keep
look
it.
at it.
God damn it.
Also, I'm gonna run over to the wizard and be like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry for entangling you."
I'll bring the body back into the room.
Okay.
Kelariis
You
just
you
walks
let the
away.
body slump back into your arms. The wizard seems utterly shocked by this, and he's just like, thank you for not killing me, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to say to him, we'd come because we'd heard that this was the origin of
Devils.
devils, and that you'd been in contact for a while. Presumably this is.
Yeah, he nods and over a couple of moments explains to you that as part of one of his projects, and he holds up basically from what he was working on the table, he holds up a pair of gauntlets. And he reveals to you that whilst working on these, he attempted to summon a... he couldn't get the enchantment right, so he attempted to bind a demon to his will to reveal to him the secrets of how to make these magic items work. The demon he summoned, however, was too powerful for him to control, and she took control of him.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic wizards.
Wizards.
Oh.
Next time, read a book.
Wow!
Dang.
I'm sorry, but he summoned a demon.
Well, well, I guess it's good to know there wasn't anything more ominous behind it.
I suppose.
Although I feel like you should probably consider refraining from demon summoning in the future.
Yeah, he sort of nods his head and says, "I think I've learned my lesson from it."
Like, the only reason I told them not to kill you is because I wanted to know more, but I guess that turned out rather well.
He sort of like is taken aback by your very morbid sense of
By his bluntness.
yeah.
That's grim for you.
I miss Grim so much.
Can I actually
Yeah.
I'm just, like, Vondal's actually just going to put a hand on Grim's shoulder and just sort of say, it's good to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to be along your side again, too. And I'll, like, put a hand on his shoulders, you know.
Those of you who are in the room, can you make me perception checks real quick?
We're all in the room.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kelariis is not.
Well, I'm gonna bring her body back in.
Okay,
so I can't...
Yeah, you bring her back in.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Kelariis and V, you hear a faint sound from somewhere in the room. It sounds like this.
Oh.
oh, there's something in a glass jar somewhere.
Can I look
Where is
around for
this?
where it comes from?
Yeah, I was
Yes.
gonna say, where's it coming from?
Kelariis, you notice it first that basically in a corner behind some books on the wizard's work desk is a small glass jar with something flittering about inside it.
Can I pick up the jar?
You can. Inside it is a possibly 2-inch tall woman with small insect wings. She mimes unscrewing the lid at you.
Oh, wait.
Fair you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean,
Could
I don't
that
think...
be-
Did you tell us?
Yes, I told you I was looking for Cobweb. I can't remember, did I say she was a fairy?
I don't think
I
you
said she was a
explicitly
fairy. I
said
don't think you did.
Yeah, I don't think you explicitly
Yeah,
told
that
us.
was
You just said cobweb.
My question.
Can V just let out a high-pitched squeal and be like, "Oh, she's so cute"?
Yes.
Wait, who did you find?
Excellent question.
Or what did you
I-
find? I'll probably ask.
I'll turn around and show you.
Yep.
Probably as I'm going to unscrew the lid, but like,
Yeah.
should I be
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess, wait. You wouldn't happen to be, full Cobweb, would you?
She mimes unscrewing the lid harder.
Get the fucking lid off, guys!
Yeah, okay,
I
I'll
guess I'll have
Through
to.
the lid.
unscrew the lid.
Yeah, you unscrew the lid and she flies out. And she says, "Oh, thank God for that." Actually, she probably says thank the fates, actually. Thank the fates for that. And she sort of looks at you and says, "Yes, I am Cobweb. Who are you?"
I am, a friend of Puck. And, I feel like, you should probably return before you get into more trouble.
I should probably point out, by the way, the reason she's called Cobweb is fairly obvious when you look at her, because she is wearing basically like a very form-fitting outfit made of spider silk.
Oh.
Yeah, and she, like as you mentioned that you're a friend of Puck, she sort of places her hands on her hips and she says, "Of course, she sends somebody else to do his dirty work." Well, I appreciate the rescue for what it is.
You might also want to know that the horn has been recovered. So you don't have to bother looking for it anymore.
She nods and says, "Well, it's good to know I spent 2 weeks. Well, no, what was it? Not more than 2 weeks. It's good to know I spent nearly 3 weeks trapped in a jar for no reason at all. But
well, like, at least he was worried about you. Maybe more because it would like be his own ass, but you know,
he is an ass."
I could totally imagine that. Well, are you gonna be alright, or are you gonna need some assistance?
She sort of smiles and says, I think I can rely on my own abilities to get me home.
Well, be sure to let him know that you're okay. And I guess, well, safe travels.
Yeah, she sort of says, "Oh, I'll let him know with a boot up the backside."
Ah, yes.
But yeah, she turns to you, Kelariis, and says, "Thank you very much for getting me out of there." And she sort of like flies up and sort of like kisses you on the side of the face.
Aww.
And
sweet.
then disappears quite literally into thin air.
Well, there's still.
I want to point out, she just kissed you on the face after you held a dead succubus.
That's
up your wrist.
fine.
This is fine.
You don't
Look,
have to know.
that is a much better experience
Yeah.
than the last time somebody
True.
tried
Yeah.
to kiss Kelariis.
Well,
Yeah.
you get the feeling that it's because she can't express gratitude by hugging you, because she's literally, like, she couldn't even get her hands around your neck if she tried.
Maybe around
Maybe
your
around
little
your
finger.
finger.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
maybe my finger, but
Yes.
I was gonna say a little finger, and then I remembered that Dragonborn have 3 fingers, so that doesn't work.
What?
Not in my universe, no. They have regular
Oh, okay.
regular amount of fingers in my
Yeah,
universe.
in the player's handbook, they have 3 fingers.
That's dumb.
Because
Oh, well.
having 3 fingers would make it incredibly difficult to wield dexterous weapons. So
Yeah.
I say that no, they have a normal amount of fingers.
Okay. Well,
Little fingers, surprisingly useful.
Hmm.
But
Anyway.
same as your little toe. That's where all your balance is.
Yeah.
Yeah, V, you after seeing that fairy, you're very happy, and you wish you had a pair of wings like that.
Ew.
Foreshadowing.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
Join us next year when we finally hit.
next year.
Next
It's not unrealistic. It's like 6 more levels until we get there.
well, and honestly,
shouldn't say
next
that.
year is in a month.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Oh, tricky,
True.
tricky.
yeah.
wait
probably
to
more
tape
like
the
Jonas'
episode. Woohoo.
I mean, they go out like literally like 2 to 3 days after they get recorded. So
It's probably more like join us in 6 months when we finally hit level 14.
as you sort of the wizard thanks you, you examine the succubus's body and you discover that she has a basically like a necklace around her neck that has a peculiar inscription, which none of you can understand.
Can the wizard understand?
You can hand it to the wizard and he can have a look.
Hello, Mr. Wizard.
Yes. You hand it to the wizard. He can in fact understand it.
yes.
I need to look something up real quick. Because I didn't actually make a sheet. But yeah, you find an item on her, which you can give me an Arcana check, because he can read the inscription, but he can't tell you what it is. So yeah, make me an Arcana check anyway.
Who making an Arcana check?
Well, V to start with, but anybody who wants to look at it can.
Oh, I guess I might as well have a look.
Nope.
Not sure about that one going.
Like, I've rolled decently throughout the day,
Solid
so
fail.
I'm fine.
Luka was 1 off of rolling a natural 20.
Yep.
Yep.
Rip.
One day it'll happen.
One
Someday.
day.
Yeah. Why did I not make this into a sheet? Because I really should have. Wait, this is in alphabetical. Why am I? Fuck's sake.
Rob, please.
Look.
Can I...
Sorry, carry on.
Oh no, I was gonna say that while V is doing that, because like Kelariis is just like, fuck the amulet, fuck the succubus, don't like her. She kind of walks over to Grim because she didn't really properly say hello again earlier, I realized. And she kind of stands next to him and nods and says, you know, it's good to have you back.
Would you say it's a bro nut?
It is a bro nut. Because she's trying to be like not formal, but you know, like serious about it. But then
Yeah.
at some point, it just says she kind of just goes fuck it and actually just like gives him a hug, and it's just like it's really nice to have you.
Okay.
She missed him. Like they got along well.
That is true.
Look,
that's
y'all are missing out on the Grim hugs. I got mine.
Yeah.
I mean, I
don't
got
think
mine now.
I don't know if Arya would even hug Grim.
What
To be
kind of
honest-
character development did you go through to then not hug Grim? Come
She's
on.
not openly hostile
feel-
to
I will
him
Yeah.
anymore.
move
I
over
feel
to
like-
Grim to...
She might have cracked a smile when she saw him. Like, that's unusual enough.
Look,
Um,
I don't know anything about Arya
Okay.
or
Oh,
the changes yet.
I just
so-
realised I could have looked this up in the fucking compendium, because it's probably in the compendium.
Arya's not one to give hugs to anyone. So.
No, it is not. Okay, that's fine. Oh, no, that's because I can't spell. Peria. Okay. So, Arya, after some examination, you managed to identify this. The wizard. The wizard reads the inscription in infernal. The inscription in infernal reads. The inscription in infernal reads. I've lost it in my note.
This is going so well.
I know.
Proof against the mortalities of man. And it is a Pariapt of Health.
Ooh.
Which is a magic item that, whilst you wear it, you are immune to contracting any disease.
Oh,
Oh shit.
it's kind of random.
Oh, I'm sure it's useful. It's just
Okay.
Cool.
definitely cool. Well, who would we even give this to, or do we just carry it around? And like, if somebody gets sick, we just give it to them. Although we might as well have it on someone in the first place.
I don't know. Is
Hey,
anyone
it
particularly
doesn't require you to be attuned to it, so you can just wear it.
Or
Yes. It is a useful item. I will note to you that Kelariis is already immune to disease.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh.
She also has the
I'm
ability to
fine.
remove diseases from people.
Yeah.
So this is like pretty useless.
Not useless, because granting the immunity to disease will make you like resistant to a lot of A lot of monsters have auras that can bestow disease.
Oh, yeah, that kind
So perhaps a frontline fighter might make
Yeah.
good use of it.
So like
Um,
Vondal.
Vondal or
Grim.
Grim.
Oh, but
Yeah.
I believe I am like more hardy constitution-wise, so Vondal.
I mean, what is your con?
No, I think Vondal
They're
is
the
better
same.
Both the
constitution.
same.
16.
Yeah,
I will
both
also
the
note
same.
Vondal
We're
has
both
ways
the
to remove disease. Grim does not.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, Graham,
I'll
you get a
just-
fancy
I'd
necklace.
favor giving
Yeah.
it to him.
Welcome back,
Cool.
Grim.
Welcome back. Take this
back,
necklace.
Yeah.
Oh, by
Looks
the way,
fabulous.
Look
Uh,
fabulous.
another magic.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Uh,
And as I like, Grout will also be like, I also, by the way, I found this bag of holding along the way.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
Finally. Fucking
Yeah.
years later.
Shit.
So in case you have anything you need lumbering around, or,
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be very handy.
Can I put all of my souvenirs?
Grim can
in
finally carry his own gear.
yup.
there? I want to put
You
my
don't have to
souvenirs
carry
in
your
there.
things around
You can put your
anymore?
souvenirs in there if you want.
Sure.
Here you go.
I mean, you can still track him in your inventory.
Maybe we should have like a Google document that's like our bag of holding inventory, so everyone can edit it.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. We can
Yeah.
sort
Why
that
don't
out
we just put
afterwards.
everything in?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah. One day I will get another crowbar.
I mean, Grim's probably got like his chain and things in there already, because that
My
stuff's
bucket,
heavy.
my chain.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
The
tools
list
that
of things Minnie bought for this session is just. It boggles the mind to read, but it's also simultaneously great. We'll have to talk about it afterwards. But with that, I think we will draw an end to the session before people have to disappear. So if you would like to tell me the story of what you have learned today, starting with Vondal,
Phew.
whilst I do some
Um,
calculating of experience.
Leon.
I need a
So,
different window for
French-
that.
Always check for traps.
Always check the traps.
Always check for traps. Just because there's been traps before and then there wasn't traps doesn't mean there's not traps now. Always check for traps. Don't just touch a door when there's been traps.
Don't ever touch a door.
Touch a door in a building where there's been lots of traps.
I love
Um,
doors.
I love doors.
And you know what I love about doors? I love that you can check them for traps. Yeah. So once again, we need to check the traps because Jesus Christ, especially that one because jeez, that fucking hit everyone.
Yep.
It's just the
Cliff
fact
of
that it's
Warding
after-
is nasty, man.
Yeah.
It's slightly less dice than a fireball.
Yeah. And I love that we found the most elaborate way to deal with the circle, only to all of us take damage.
Yeah.
Next time, let's just try scribbling one out and then just see. Well, no one's near it. Because that probably would have worked as well. Now thinking about it.
Yeah, who knows?
If not, well, still. Vondal's pretty glad that Grim's back. He was pleasantly surprised, and because like, how the hell did he even get here? Amongst
Oh,
other
you'll have to
questions.
ask him.
I know,
Yeah.
but he's quite happy. He's chill. He's good to have him back, and that was a good first reminder as to why we had him in the first place, as to why
Yeah.
he was such a good companion.
That succubus would have gotten away if it wasn't for Grim.
Yep. And she would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for that meddling gnome.
Exactly.
And his trusty Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Honestly, they do make such a great duo.
They really do.
Oh.
Name
That's such
a
a
more
con-
iconic duo.
They are more. I'll wait. Anyway. So yeah, that happened. He's also really, again, like really just like please, can we not just break the law at every available opportunity just because we think there's bad people around?
You shouldn't have shacked up with a bunch of chaotic goods then, should you?
I know.
We don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
This is the crush that we bear. No, I'm also really happy that I got to be really smug and just dispel the glyph and be like, open the door.
Yep.
That felt good.
Just
That
casually
felt
dispel
really
through the
good.
window.
Yeah. Yeah, open the door. I'll go round. Oh, I've never felt so smug in my life playing D&D.
And then fucking Kelariis just like.
Yeah. Oh, it was great. But no, overall, I'm quite happy with the session. This went really well.
Nice.
Things considered.
Excellent. You may have 1,925 experience.
How much, sorry?
1,925.
It's there.
Oh, those were some high value enemies.
Yes. Well, technically, the gargoyles, if you were to have fought them, were quite difficult. But instead, you found the way around them.
Yeah.
By just rolling like 1,019,019 somehow.
Huzzah! In your face.
Like, you had to get a lot of information to get past that fight without actually fighting them. But you managed it, so...
Yeah, like,
Oh.
I was also V that got the information. Like, I have like a +6, but like, we made a V roll instead.
Oh.
Yeah. So who'd like to go next?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
still sad that I didn't get to do my stupid flying thing, which would have totally ended up killing me. But still,
It would have been
fun.
ended in utter disaster because you would have landed in a room with literally a spiny demon, a succubus, and a wizard.
Oh
Yep.
my
No
god.
magic on the
It
Oh,
would've
and
been
you
horrible.
would have been in an anti-magic field, so you would have been totally screwed.
Yeah, but it would have been fun though.
No, it wouldn't.
As you
It
die.
really wouldn't.
But like again, I could have just like run backwards and swan dived off the roof.
You could have.
Would have been
Which
absolutely.
was exactly what the succubus was going to try and do.
Yeah,
No.
well,
Yeah,
Clearly
that
they need to
sucks.
invest in a dragonborn.
Yeah. Grim's back, which is great.
Yep.
It's really fun having him back. I think we miss you, man.
Yay!
Like, I don't know. There's like a new dynamic that having Grim back sort of brings, and both like combat wise and not in combat. I forgot how fucking cool it was when Grim just goes, "Fight him now!"
Yep.
Yep.
Well, it couldn't have been a more like amazing moment, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the best part was I wrote this scene, and then I thought, seeing as we're gonna have I wrote this entire sort of like story idea with the Tower of Demons, Tower of Devils. For fuck's sake. Anyway. I wrote this whole thing about the thing, and then when I was talking with Minnie the other day, he was just like, "Oh man, what if I asked Puck for wisdom about fiends?" And I was like, "Well, this is going to be a showcase of Grimm's new abilities."
Oh, yeah. Definitely felt that way.
Yes.
Yeah, Grim felt really smart.
So smart.
it's more.
I mean, he did spend all of the time that you guys spent training learning things, so
Yep.
That's true.
So yeah, I don't know. It's been really good. It's been really good.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really have that much to say. I thought it was a good session.
yeah, that's good. That's
I felt-
fine.
But there was a lot of sort of good banter again. I
Yes.
mean, not that there wasn't before, but it was just like, I don't know. Again,
got the tea
new
back in.
dynamics.
Yes, been revitalized. Yeah, cool. Take your experience. And who's
Yeah.
next?
Well, I guess I could go next. Well, it's great being back. Like, just kept on watching whilst I wasn't back, but it's always different playing. It's definitely, well, like you said, I was able to shine a lot in this tower.
Yep. And I didn't even write it that way.
No, like it's always it felt kind of great. Yeah, but was sometimes a little worried that I was like gonna try like steal the spotlight too much, but I think that was okay.
Yeah.
So
Well, this was your comeback episode. It was impossible not to spotlight you,
Yeah.
little.
Yeah.
true.
And Zudar, but everybody forgot about him because he was outside.
Look,
Oh
I
yeah.
loved him.
No, we
Yeah.
don't forget. We like him.
Yes.
like he's nice. He'll show up more, and one day people will learn of his religion.
Yes. Well, he's going to be sticking with you guys because he is a henchman. So
Yeah.
as long as you keep paying him and like keep his loyalty high, he will follow you basically anywhere. He's not very good at fighting, but he is very good at like healing you guys and making sure that your horses are taken care of and stuff while you guys go off being heroes.
And
Hello.
worrying about V when she falls for like four stories.
Right?
Yeah, it's like we can actually like go somewhere with someone else, and not have the entire party be there. But yeah, it was great as a player, and then as well as Grim. It was very like started off very down to business.
Yeah.
Like got a hug from V and instantly exchanged information.
Yep.
It's how it
Well,
should be, honestly.
you had the upper hand because you kind of knew that you were going to meet them again.
Yeah. Look, he was still like kind of surprised.
Yes.
Because well, it's like the idea of them just knowing where you're going to be, but not knowing where you are is kind of weird.
Yes.
But they are magic and they are powerful. So
Yes.
hooray for Archfey.
Well, Puck is an especially weird one because I shared this with you, Minnie, but I didn't share this with the others.
Oh,
The Archfey that Minnie's character met, his domains within the Summer Court are time and love.
Huh.
So the abilities he has with those are a bit weird. But yes.
It made it especially tricky to work in the whole
Yeah,
fiendish knowledge.
yes. He had to try and pick a boon that somehow had a Puck twist to it.
Knowledge was like great choice in hindsight.
Hmm.
And because I was kind of thinking if I should go for undead or fiends, but fiends definitely paid off.
Yes.
I think that's it. Like yeah. Grim of course is like happy to see people again. Like people were heavily injured very quickly again, as usual.
Yeah. After getting
Y'all are
hit,
so fragile.
getting hit by a massive sphere of lightning, you were like, I missed this.
We took a short rest for the first time in.
Yeah.
I don't know. Has Grim experienced the short rest? I don't even know.
Yeah, you've definitely taken short rests with you as a character
Like
because
one.
I remember
one.
you realizing that you could use your
Oh,
surge.
that's true. Which is always useful. It's like a free.
Oh, you definitely took one because you took one in the demi-plane as well.
That's great.
Yeah, so take your experience.
I thought it was also really funny that Grim didn't know that we'd beaten Neller, so he was sort of like, guys, I've got some great information, and we're just like, well.
Yeah.
Yep. I completely played into that a little bit.
I mean, yeah, because obviously you knew.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
I think
It's
I
just
think
some-
I think it was great because Grim realised, man, Nella's just the first piece in this thing. We've got to do a lot more work before we take him down. And then you guys were like, oh, we've already taken him down. He's like, okay, that doesn't actually change anything, but great job.
Yeah. Well, I still have like some things to tell them, like the actual prophecy and that. Kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, you got to talk to them about the
Yeah.
prophecy and stuff.
But that will come.
Yes. Cool. Who's next? Fight amongst yourselves.
Here
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Jayla.
You can go, it's fine.
They're always
Guys!
fast.
What?
Just pick someone, fuck!
I said okay. I'm going. Give me a second to take a breath. Jesus.
No.
No.
Well, Grim is back, and I am very excited personally.
How excited is Arya?
She's more excited than she would have been
Yes.
in past times. Let's just say that. I don't
Yeah,
think she's going to be quite so antagonistic towards him anymore.
Yes. Yeah, you've
She's
definitely
kinda
had some
chilled the
positive
fuck
character
out.
development that will change your interactions.
Yeah. So that's good. I'm glad about that. Yeah, also like fuck traps. Because that was awful. And I hated that a lot. What else did I learn as a player? I don't know if there's anything else as a player. Yeah, Arya is like, oh look, Grim's back.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, he's not
Yeah.
blonde anymore. How unfortunate.
I know. Now, see, now you're no longer attractive to her, which is
Also
good.
comforting.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is better for Arya.
Yeah, Arya's like,
Yeah.
okay, thank God that's over.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, you're spoken for now.
I am spoken for, but he's dead, so technically I'm also not spoken for because he's dead.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's even being considered.
I can't believe it either.
Character development.
Character development. Yeah.
You also got to go home
I mean,
for the first time.
I got to go home.
She instantly
that
fucked
was-
off again to be a hero.
Like within
Right.
like a day.
It hasn't even been a full day, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Sorry,
Is
mom and
that-
dad.
sorry,
Duty
Mom and Dad,
calls.
I gotta be a hero. I mean, I think they understand that I'm a hero
Yeah.
now. Cause I got this.
I mean, you got a medal.
I did. But yeah, she's glad to be home. I think she's glad to be in the Feywild because the Feywild is the best
Yeah.
plane. It's really pretty, and there's nature shit everywhere.
Hasn't
Is
tried to fuck
Malora?
us over yet.
It hasn't tried to fuck us over yet, but I'm sure it will eventually. Malora is in the mortal. Is she in the Feywild? Or is she? In
Melora roams the material plane. Yes. Her native domain is Arborea, which is a location within the Feywild, which is where it's basically where all of your gods are and where your honored dead go.
Right. But
So,
yeah, she's
so
not
with any
exactly
luck,
Feywild.
if Alwyn passed the trials in Judgment,
well, he better fucking.
he will be in Arborea.
because we got the blessing from the mysterious lady that I'll never know.
She may have helped him. You don't know.
It may have
Find
helped
out.
him.
She may have taken him
no
somewhere completely
fucking
different.
idea.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Another adventure
I'll
for
probably
another
never
time.
know. Just like I'll never know that I have a bond with V.
Hi.
You were so close to a
Which
nat
I'm
20 today.
assuming also got affected by that magic.
But neither of us went into the field.
Neither of you went into the anti-magic field, so
Nope.
Every single
Fuck.
chance will be missed.
Every single one.
wait, hang on.
It doesn't matter.
Maybe it'll work.
That's
went into
that's
the field.
you did go into the field, so make me a
Like 2
retroactive
seconds.
Arcana check.
Oh my
shit.
god.
Oh shit. Oh my god, please.
If you
Don't
rolled
fuck
it
it up.
badly, look, I'm gonna laugh like so bad.
I took the one just
Wait,
before this.
Who's
so-
rolling it?
You
You're
are.
low.
Oh,
Because you're
God.
you're sensing whether you're still connected.
Because V couldn't feel anything in the field.
Or-
V
Ah.
V was like you felt for a moment like well, because you were still inside searching. Something made you like nervous for a moment or uncomfortable for a moment, but you sort of just attributed it to being in a strange place that is potentially dangerous.
Sigh.
You know,
One
an
day.
attempt was made.
Yes.
We tried.
Someday.
What's gonna happen now is you're gonna put all your points into intellect so you get your arcana up.
Yep.
I mean, the first time
maybe
we
one day.
made the check to see if we noticed anything, it was insight because we had to insight ourselves.
Oh,
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes. Well, there are a number of ways to discover it. It's just you've never triggered any of them.
We've just
I'm
fucked
sorry, Rob. We
everyone up.
try, okay?
I'm enjoying you not knowing as much as I would you knowing. So
I just want to
Wow.
know. I want Arya to know. I want Arya to know, especially now, because
You can tell your parents.
no, just because I feel like she'll be more receptive to the idea, whereas before I think
Yes.
she would have been very scared. But anyway, that's pretty much
Especially
it.
when V does stupid things.
Yeah.
cool.
Look, we made these fucking characters to be best friends, and we haven't ever gotten to that point. Oh!
I mean, you are kind of there now. Like you are.
9 levels later.
Right.
But I think it's good that you didn't immediately play into it because it's made for more productive character development.
I know, but it's still just like, I can't believe that we ended up making people who were actually pretty antagonistic towards each other for a while.
Yep.
Whatever. One day.
Yeah, cool. Thank you for your experience. And once again, last but not least,
Well, in and out of character, I'm very, very glad Grim and Minnie are back, respectively. So that's been nice. The Feywild is very interesting. To Kelariis. Because, I mean, that's nothing she's seen before. Fuck the succubus, by the way, because honestly, the worst thing. I don't know, I think she finds this enjoyable in a really weird sense because it's not super stressful compared to what they've been doing, and this is kind of what she enjoys.
yeah.
In a sense, it's really what she set out to do.
Yeah,
So-
doing good for those who can't help themselves, yeah.
Yeah. And it's not just like this big... I mean, at least as far as we know, like, this wasn't connected to any big world
World-altering
danger,
event.
you know?
No.
So it's just this nice, like, yeah, there was some shit that went down, but
Yeah.
we could handle it and it felt good. Like, she
Yeah, it's
enjoys...
its own self-contained little adventure. It wraps up nicely into a bundle.
Yeah.
Almost
So
as if it
that's
was a
like-
side quest.
Yeah, no, you don't say. Doors are great.
Doors are the best.
Doors are great.
I love doors.
I think it's interesting that things are actually starting to hit her with lightning, because that never happened in like the first 9 months, and now things are actually hitting her. I'm like, I don't have to worry as much, which is dumb because I shouldn't want her to get hit anyway. But she gets to show off that resistance, I guess. Yeah, I think it was probably really weird for her to have the connection with Freedom and the staff, like,
Baton of
severed,
Retribution.
though.
Yes.
Yes, to be severed, because that
Yeah.
that was probably just a really weird moment for her.
Yeah. It's just
But-
it's the function of anti-magic field. It just cuts you off from any source of magic, so you can't be attuned to your weapons or anything like that.
Yeah, and I guess that would have meant that she wouldn't be able to feel any sort of magical connection to Tricarian either.
No, you feel nothing.
So that was wow. So that was just a really kind of jarring moment for her, I
Yeah.
think.
Yes.
Um,
As I described it, it feels like being at altitude, like being short of breath, but in magical terms.
Right. That's fun.
Like your very soul is short of breath.
Wow.
Wow.
That's dramatic.
That is dramatic, but I think suitably so. And I guess out of character, I had a realization earlier when we first all decided that we would be going to the Feywild with Arya, that doesn't Tritherion live here somewhere in one of the places?
Yes, he
at the
does.
crossroads?
In the crossroads.
Yeah. So I don't actually know if Kelariis knows that for a fact or knows that that's like in the Feywild, but I realized that, and I think I sent a really excited message to Helena, like, "Holy shit, that's a thing!"
Yeah.
My boy could be here somewhere.
Cool, Aaron could be here somewhere.
He could be like, sup, and we'd be like, oh hey.
I mean, he could be here and like, I don't actually know if she wouldn't know if she encountered him. I don't know if that's a thing that gods can do and just be like super incognito about it.
Oh, what? Like be in like take human shapes and just appear as mortals? Yeah,
No, like wear a trench coat and sunglasses.
Or that. Well, no, but I mean, like, I know that they can appear as mortal, but I don't know if somebody that has a connection with them would maybe feel something different. I don't know.
Well,
If that...
let me put it this way: you had no idea who Namud was until he told you.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, that's a fair point. So, who knows? Maybe he's just wandering around. Maybe we'll run into him and Kelariis will
Maybe
never
he's Arya's
know.
dad.
What?
No.
No, because he's human, isn't he? He usually
He is human, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
But-
he's V's dad.
No, V's dad is also
My
an elf.
dad is
He's an elf!
I have ears.
Guys. Did you
Humans
just say I have
have
ears?
Is this gonna be like a running joke that we accuse everyone of being V's dad regardless of race?
Probably.
Every male character can be V's dad.
It's Vondal.
It's Vondal. Shit.
He's dad in like another way.
True Von Dad.
Adopted dad.
Adopted dad.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's exciting to me, even though I know that that's completely out there and probably not gonna happen. But it's nice. to have Grim
You
back.
could in theory go looking for him if you really wanted to.
I don't think she... Well, no, I know she wouldn't because she doesn't have the 3 artifacts, and that was kind of what she was asked to do. So I
Yeah.
don't think she'd feel comfortable going to look for him knowing she hasn't done that yet.
You just come across like a massive force field that when you walk into it, it just says you need 3 artifacts to continue.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 collected.
Cannot pass this point.
Yeah.
It would be kind of funny for the party to meet Tritherion as well, because we'd just be like, oh hey, we've heard about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've helped us out.
Thanks.
See,
Good old-
this is
good old-
exactly
good
how
old-
awkward it would be.
Redhead hipster Jesus.
Redhead, hipster.
Shit. Yeah.
We should have like weird ass names for every god. Like
I mean,
Blackbird
what
royalty.
what would Melora be?
We'll have to think about that.
Anyway. Back on
These are
track.
the deep questions.
Yeah, important questions.
So,
But yeah, I think that's it.
yeah, cool. You can also take your experience. And with that, we will draw the session to a close.
Woohoo!
I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'd like to thank everyone for playing, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
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 Bye.